Got it.
Got it. You know,
We got
just
it.
as fast as you can.
Tell me you saw the fight.
Well,
Tell me you saw this Garcia and Haney fight.
no, I didn't see it.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to see it.
Exposed.
I wanted to see
Exposed. Devin Haney exposed. His new nickname is Devin Glassjaw Haney. He's the
it.
opening character on Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That is Devin Haney. Glassjaw.
Wasn't it quick?
No, it wasn't quick, but it
Oh,
was just brutal. I mean, it's like, they say you box a brawler and you brawl a boxer,
yeah.
right? That's the strategy because styles make fights. I'm just gonna say I knew
Oh,
that I knew Garcia was scrappy, but he brawled a boxer.
I
Haney
like
was in
Ryan
there trying
Garcia.
to box.
Yeah, I like Ryan Garcia.
Ryan was, Ryan is good, but like when I saw him fight Tank, I was like, okay, he's overrated because once you step up in skill level, you certain things get exposed. It's like, okay, the way you was dancing around them lower tier, not saying everybody he fought was lower tier, but the way you dancing around them, it don't look the same.
Mm.
It don't look the same when all of a sudden you get in there with Tank. Now it's like, what are you doing? Like you need to get back to the gym Monday.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
against Haney, and I ain't gonna front, I had Haney winning. Like my prediction, I had Haney winning, but
yeah.
it wasn't it wasn't close. One of the judges actually had it tied.
They paid him.
Like how's one judge have it tied? The other one's like I can't remember exactly how many rounds, but like maybe won by like 5 rounds. Like, what are you watching?
He's like, he had a heart. That's what it was. He had a heart. I like this kid, man. Damn, like he did move around a lot. Like it's not what we're judging here.
It was
How
like
many
that.
times did he hit him?
It was like that Scantron test where you got to fill in the bubble, and in school you done got stuck on number 16. You looking up, it's 50 questions, it's 3 minutes left.
And people turning their shit in. Yeah.
You done?
Like,
Are you done too? Let me just.
let me just.
I think that's what happened. I feel like boxing is a little racist though. Let me rephrase it. I feel like I'm a little racist with boxing because
Mm,
I think like instinctively I always go for the black guy.
yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people do that in every situation, not just boxing, but I mean, it is like that. Like you have no choice, right?
Right.
Like you're just like when Mayweather and Conor McGregor were fighting, like everybody's like, "Oh, I'm going Mayweather." You know what I mean? And
Right.
like I didn't understand the pride of American people,
Yeah.
like who were so on Conor McGregor, and I was like,
Yeah.
he's literally saying it's the Irish versus America. You got an American flag T-shirt on right now, and
Right.
he's saying, "Go Connor!" Like, where's the loyalty? Oh,
That's
he's black.
He's
Oh, he's
black.
black.
He's
Okay,
black.
I got you.
Like yeah, he's fighting for America, but
Is he though?
eh,
Not my America. Yeah,
I got Irish blood.
I
You
did
know.
see. I did see one quote. This is what you said about the fight. I saw him say. Uh, the hell did he say? He said, "Oh, I guess 21, 21 ain't a savage." Because I guess what's his name walked out with 21 Savage for the fight. And they were like 21 Savage catches a sniper shot from Ryan. It's like
I
just
guess 21 ain't a savage.
Savage, yeah. Like, bro,
Dude,
that's why I couldn't be a rapper and walk out with a loser. You know what I mean? Like you sit there winning the game and everything like that. They like, hey,
yeah.
kid, man, I want you to come walk out, sing. I'm like, all right, bet. And then you get drug, and
Yeah.
then there's a video 21. He's just sitting down. He's like, like a blunt hanging out of his mouth, like just so defeated.
Right.
Like
It's your team.
I flew
That's
all
your
the way
team.
here. Yeah.
That's your
Hey,
team.
did the money get cleared yet? Let's get the fuck up out of here. Then. No, yo, have I told you how much I hate Donnell Rollins?
No.
I don't know.
Hold on. You hate Donnell Rollins, or you hate like his
Okay,
comedy?
let me clarify. Um,
Let's clear it up. Let's get
I
it right.
don't like how much like comedy love we give Donnell Rollins for like funny. Like people like he's hilarious, and I'm like Donnell Rollins is
People say that.
hilarious. That's what
Oh,
I said, right?
oh,
So I guess his Netflix special is like charted at number 2, and I'm like that because there ain't no other specials out. Like you know what I mean?
that's a
Like
fact.
I'm
It is
sure
timing.
Shane or somebody got one that's number 1 out right now. You know what I mean? But like so is it
Who's Shane?
Shane Gillis? I think it's the same dude you were talking about who you didn't know who he was.
Oh, okay, still don't. So he still
Yeah.
hasn't made any noise.
But he's more popular than Donnell Rollins
I
is.
give you that. I give you that.
But the reason
Hold on. But Donnell Rollins is connected to Chappelle, and you
it
got to
doesn't
remember
matter, bro.
that's a big part of his fame and notoriety. Like,
Yes. Yes. And I think that's where people get lost in like him being funny is because he was part of the Chappelle show. He had one-liners, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But like he has a very unique voice. You know what I mean? It's kind of like JB Smooth. Like JB Smooth ain't really funny. It's just like his voice makes things more, I think, than what the actual situation calls for. And I feel like that's where Donnell Rollins fits in. It's
yeah.
like, I mean, he's on like on Funny Man Marco, and
Yeah, I saw that. That
yeah,
was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Like watching those two together. It's awkward funny. I think that's where he wins.
that's where Marco wins. Is
But I'm
Marco
saying
wins?
it worked with Donnell too because it allowed Donnell's like bluntness
Yeah.
to
I feel
seem, you know what I mean?
yeah,
It almost took like Charlie Murphy level, him sitting there with a funny Marco, because funny Marco isn't really going to give you any humor. He's just kind of he's almost like just a funny punching bag in
yeah,
so many words. So then it levels up the person that's there actually trying to tell the jokes. So I wasn't saying it put him on Charlie Murphy's level like he's as funny as Charlie Murphy. What I meant is Charlie Murphy sitting alongside Dave Chappelle is still super funny. Donnell Rollins sitting beside Dave Chappelle ain't that funny at all. But Donnell Rollins sitting next to funny Marco, now you're funny.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know
I
what I mean?
do. I agree.
It's like the girl that's a 6 that's hanging out with the girl that's a 2. You look a lot better.
Yes,
That's all I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah. And I feel like that's the whole Dave Chappelle thing. It's like
No.
you're with Dave Chappelle, so everybody seems funnier than what they really are. I mean,
Yeah.
I would put Charlie Murphy above Donnell Rollins
Oh,
any
any day.
day. You know
Any
what I mean? Um, but
any
yeah, it's just I think it's just because it's recently everybody's been on that funny Marco, and and people are like, oh, Donnell Rollins is hilarious, and I think it is just that situation. It's like, no, they're funny together. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Maybe there's something there. Maybe that's a show in itself,
Yeah.
because all the other ones have been the punching bag of Marco.
Yeah.
Everybody else who's came on there,
Except Kevin.
we mean
Kevin Hart was not Marco's punching bag.
no, yeah. Kevin
He
Hart totally destroyed that.
yeah, yeah.
It was
It was
hilarious. Like when he was like, "All right, man, I'm gonna holler at you." He's like, "Yeah, all right then." What the fuck did you say when he came back? Like that.
I'm gonna tell you the part that Kevin really got my respect in that was when he said that he was 3-0. His whole 3-0 story, and he was like, she was like, he's a ninja. He's like, did you say nigga? Even Marco almost broke.
Broke it. Yeah,
They're
yeah,
like that whole run, like even though it wasn't that it was so funny, is that you knew it was like off the cuff, but it was clean. Like he didn't stutter through it. It was detailed. He talked about like, this leg right here, like I could kick your chest, I could kill you right now. Like I take one step, then he came over, bop, dropped him. I was like, yo, Kev, that was probably the best I've ever heard, the best thing I've ever heard you do. Like
yeah.
that was classic. That was
Yo,
classic.
if you could remake the cast of Bad Boys
Bad Boys, yeah.
with the, let's just say Martin and Will, who would the two carry? Who would you pick to replace them if you could remake it, or not
L-
even remake it? If you had to start over, if you had to like, you're making the
uh,
Bad Boys show or movie,
are you talking about old comedians, new anybody,
Anybody,
dead or
anybody who
alive?
you would pick. Yep.
Oh, that's good. All right, so let's see. First, um you start with Will because Will is low key like the lead. He's like the ladies' man. He's like the one that's like, clear and focused, and he's locked in on his job, and
Yep.
he's not distracted,
Yep.
by anything, right? He's like the star. Um, let's see. In his day, LL Cool J could play that role.
Oh, nigga.
He could. He's the ladies' man.
But
When he was when in his day
okay,
when he was talk think of Mama Said Knock You Out LL. Like think of
I'm
that LL.
I am. That's exactly who I went to. I didn't go to his talk show or his TV show. LL.
He didn't go to
Like I
NCIS.
went. Yeah, I went straight to
Straight there.
straight to
Okay,
that.
hold
Yeah.
on. So are you saying you don't like my choice? Or you
I
got
mean,
somebody better?
look. I asked you the question, so I got to respect who you say
Okay,
you
hold on,
would
hold
like.
on.
I just
Let me get my casting couch together.
all right.
Can I at
Bet,
least do that?
bet.
Let me put the couch together. So replacing Will, the ladies' man, the fixture, the superstar of Bad Boys. I'm gonna go with on the couch. I'm gonna sit four people on the couch. We got uh what did I just say? LL Cool J.
LL Cool J. Very forgettable since you already did. But go ahead.
I did kind of forget him.
Yeah.
I did forget him like really, really fast. Um LL Cool J. Um Shoot. Trying to think of somebody because he doesn't have to be super funny because we got a funny man. Your sidekick is the funny man. Your lead guy just needs to be that dude. What about um you're gonna hate this choice. I'm just putting him on the couch. What about what's his name? Shamar Moore. That his name?
For Will,
Yeah.
do you understand the assignment here? Like, are you sure? Like I said, Bad Boys. Okay, Will Smith.
I feel like I'm in battle rap right mode right now. And I'm like, let me get that water. Let me
My man said
let me get that
Shamar Moore.
let me get
Sh-
that water.
Shamar Moore ain't worked since Ebony magazine like was
Yeah,
out.
the problem is it's hard for me to think of Will and then try to think who replaces like who is that same type of fixture.
Yeah,
But I think that speaks to
his
why
performance.
Will
Yeah,
why Will was able to get the roles that he did because once Independence Day came out and it really like solidified him as like this clean cut black strong slightly funny
yeah,
action hero. By then when you do Men in Black and you do wow wow wow, like it just kind of like, well, who else,
yeah,
like who else fills that role?
yeah,
I mean, like, I think LL Cool J is like a terrible actor, but he has the facade. You know what I mean? He has
yeah.
the appearance of someone who could take on like I'm gonna go get the bad guys, but I'm gonna stop in Miami and get the ladies while I'm going to get them,
No, it's
kind of thing.
interesting. It's interesting you said that because I don't think the movie could be made any other way if it didn't have Will Smith and Martin. Like
Hmm.
it's
But,
hard. It's
I,
hard to think of somebody replacing Will because you got to. Yeah, I understand the reason why you went to Shamar Moore, and I understand why LL Cool J and stuff like that. Their demeanor, like their persona, that you know what I mean. It kind of fills that role, but like it was all of those things that made Mike Lowry. Mike Lowry
right.
was he was able to be sex symbol. He was able to be funny. He was able to be a partner. He was able to like do action. You know what I mean,
Yeah,
and make it all like I want to be like Mike Lowry. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
and I
Low key, you can say like The Rock. I think The Rock could have played him because the Rock has those characteristics. He knows humor. You know what I mean. He knows how to be
yeah,
funny and timing and sync with somebody else. He has the physique. He has the action hero kind of vibe to him. He has the I think he has what it takes to kind of take on a role, of that magnitude.
yeah.
Um, so let's see. I need to take Shamar more off this list, but I'm really just trying to get my four people on the couch. So I got The Rock, I got Shamar Moore, I got LL Cool J, um, and I need one more person. All right, I'm gonna go with a fighter. Shoot, I need somebody big,
Mm,
a heavyweight, heavyweight. It's MMA. All the heavyweights. See, the problem with MMA, all the heavyweights are actually from Brazil. At least the ones that I really was into, either Brazil or Canada. Let me not say just heavyweights, but like a lot of the champions that I could see in that role. But then when they talk, they sound a lot different than the way they look. You know what I mean? Like you see um, Anderson Silva or GSP, destroy somebody with a head kick, and they over there bleeding and gushing, and he over there all, cut and ripped, and you're like, oh my gosh, Anderson Silva, you've done it again,
yeah,
a
yeah,
knockout in 40 seconds. What do you think about it? He's like, they're like, how did you do it? He's like, I just start with the kicking. I like the kicking to the head. The high kick is my favorite to kick.
yeah.
You're like, I can't believe I got knocked out by him. Um, oh, maybe John Cena. There you go. I'm just gonna put just to get somebody else on the couch. John Cena.
Mm,
Those are my guys. All right. Those are
yeah.
my Mike
Mike Lowry
Lowry
possibilities.
possibilities. And then now the funny man,
Yeah,
because I didn't pick anybody that was even remotely funny. Like at least Will's funny.
yeah,
You go back to the Fresh Prince, Will Smith is actually funny.
yeah,
So that means the sidekick got to be hilarious.
yeah,
Like, 'cause I did you no justice with the main
yeah,
lead.
yeah,
So your sidekick got to be um, Dave Chappelle. When he was younger, he did great as a sidekick,
yeah.
hilarious at all times. Um, Chris Rock,
Chris Rock.
hilarious. He could definitely be that kind of guy. Like unsuitable for the job, but hilarious.
Yeah, yeah,
Even with Martin, I never really believed Martin with a gun. So the
yeah,
same way I wouldn't really believe Chris with a gun either.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Pass it to me. Like, yeah, right.
yeah, yeah.
um, and then one more person. I hate to say it, but I do feel like given the right direction, he could kill the role is DC Young Fly.
I knew you was gonna fucking. I knew. I was hoping. I
I was
didn't
fi-
hear. I
I can't front, I
knew.
was fighting it.
I
I was
knew you were
fighting
gonna
it.
say DC Young
When
Fly.
he popped in my head right around the time I said Chris, I was like, nah, because I saw him try to act in that Christmas movie with Eddie Murphy,
Yeah,
and the acting was just horrid.
yeah,
But I'm like, that's why I said with the right direction, because the right director will know how to like bring that down. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take him off Mike Epps. I'm gonna put Mike Epps on there.
yeah.
I think Mike Epps and like The Rock or John Cena. I think that's a funny
Combo.
potential right there.
All right. Yeah, I can respect those choices. Reason why I asked, because interesting enough, do you know who turned down the role for Mike?
Oh, that's a good question because I feel like I heard someone say that they turned it down. For time's sake, I ain't gonna sit here trying to guess. Who was it?
Arsenio Hall.
Oh, nope, didn't know that one. Nope, I heard someone else, but I did not know. Oh, that wouldn't have went far.
Whoa, not at all.
That would
They were
not have
his
went
first.
far.
He was the first choice to play Mike Lowry.
The first?
The first choice, according to Screen Rants, in an interview that they conducted with him, he was supposed to be the first choice, but he turned it down.
Okay, you got to give me some credit back though, because as bad as my choices might have been, Shamar Moore is better than
Then
Arsenio
Arsenio
Hall
Hall.
for Mike Lowry. So even my worst choice gets a few more points than that. Come on.
I can see Arsenio Hall maybe doing Martin's role,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm
I can
talking
see that.
about like a good, first coming to America Arsenio Hall
Yeah,
era. You know
yeah,
what I mean? What is that? Harlem Nights era.
yeah,
I couldn't see any other version of Arsenio Hall playing
yeah.
Martin's character in
At
that.
all.
Marcus.
At all.
Yeah.
At all. Oh my goodness, that would have been bad. That would have been bad. We'd have looked at Arsenio completely different from now on.
Um, I hate traveling. So like I have to travel quite
Mm,
frequently here, moving from state to state.
so we do.
And I don't know if the last well, you traveled a lot
I
recently.
have. But you military travel, so it's different for you.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
different for you.
But traveling in general, I think is like people like, now, you know, up there, middle aged, people are finally starting to travel. Stuff I was doing 19 years old, going across the seas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm traveled out. Like I done did the first class. I done did the, Mallorcas and what I'm saying, in
Light
Paris.
flex.
You know what I mean?
Light
Like
flex.
all
Light
of these
flex.
places
Yeah.
before 25. You know what I mean? Um,
Big flex.
big flex.
You was light flexing in the beginning, but we had
Yeah,
to
yeah,
hit them with the age.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then after, for many years after, now when I see people bragging about traveling, I'm like, I hate traveling. Like I
Hmm.
traveled for my job. Like as an instructor, I was traveling everywhere. So like in 45 days, I'd probably go to 13 different cities, you know. And it got to the point where I'm like emerald status with every airline, every hotel's red carpet, car pick you up at the, you know what I mean? Like, because I travel so frequently for within a year, you know what I mean? I
So
racked
you're
up
not
so
scared
much.
of airplanes no more.
Yes.
You
So I'm
still
getting
scared
to
of
this point.
airplanes?
I'm getting to this point.
Oh, okay.
Then I stopped traveling for years, right?
Hmm.
Like came back from Germany. I was in Germany for 5 years. I came back. I hadn't traveled in an airplane in like a good 5 years, 5, 6 years.
Wow.
Now I'm back to like traveling for work and, visiting a family and stuff like that. And I hate like I used to show up to the airport, get in my seat because I was first class or whatever, and I would be asleep before we would take off. Like that's how relaxed I was. Like I was like seatbelt on, headphones, and just knocked, like gone. Like
Gone.
people had to wake me up, like, hey, we're landed.
Hey, you want peanuts or
Yeah, yeah. No, not even that. Like
no, cookies or
I'd
peanuts?
miss the whole.
Oh yeah, because
People ain't gonna wake
nowadays
you up.
they just let you
They just
sleep.
let you sleep. Yeah, they don't wake you up
They
for
get to
that.
keep it. They're like,
Yeah,
ooh, more for me.
yeah. Like oh, he'll take some. I'll hold them for him. So then now now I don't travel. So now I hate travel. I hate the whole traveling experience. Like getting to the airport,
Hmm.
doing the whole airport thing. People don't think you know how to use an airport, so they're like, down, you clear, you fast pass. Like it's not my first goddamn time at a fucking airport. Stop doing your job this fucking well. If someone asks you a fucking question,
Yeah,
flex your knowledge and experience about your fucking job. But
yeah,
nigga, if I'm just like walking in your general direction, you don't need to say anything to me. So that's an irritation that I have is like, why are airport people so in charge of shit?
hmm,
And then once you finally get past all the security, and like I never have a problem with TSA. I don't have my hoodie on. You know what I mean? Like I don't never have none of the
I'm
memes.
never the random person.
Yeah, I'm never the
I'm
random
never the
person.
random.
And even if I was, like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like they still getting weed and cocaine through these, these barriers anyway.
it's true. This is true.
But then, it's the for me, it's like the whole pack. Like now you got to pack a bag. You get the bag. You got to make sure the bag weighs a certain thing. Like all of these things, I think in the past I just never cared about because I did
Yeah,
it so frequently. So like, but now that I don't do it as often as I did, like right now, I got to fly out on Thursday at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I ain't packed yet, and I'm just like dreading even packing clothes. It's like you gotta pack clothes to go somewhere.
you know,
Stupid.
you know, you know. Who you sound like
Uncle James?
an old man. You just sound like
Oh,
an
man.
old man.
I
Pick it.
am.
You can pick a name. You can pick a name.
I'm thinking that, that's
Any
you.
name you want, but
That's you.
Cecil. You sound
Cecil.
like Cecil right now.
Cecil.
Like, whoa,
Bruh.
whoa, 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 whoa. Now I was gonna just be here on a
It's
Saturday, enjoy my day. You want me to go into the town, buy stuff in the town, come back out the town, put
that's
it
the fucked up
away,
part, man. That's the
cut the
fucked up
grass.
people. I've been there, done all that. Like I don't want to travel anymore. And people are like, oh, like I canceled my trip to California because I was like, I don't want to go two places. I don't want to go California and then have to go to DC. That's stupid.
Those are
Within a
two
day
different
of each other.
directions.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
you pick like something next? Like I could just go in one direction,
yeah. I would have
touch
got
both
back
of them.
Monday night. Today's Tuesday, and then I
Yeah.
would have left out Thursday. Like that's stupid. But like that's a flex for people. Like nigga, I be in the air, flying everywhere. I'm like, you got way too much time on your fucking hands. That's the dumbest shit ever. Like,
Hold on. So,
traveling.
so what did you replace it with?
Would I replace
You said you,
traveling with?
yeah, well, no, you said you canceled the trip because you didn't feel like doing it. So what did you replace that trip? That time that you would have been away this week, what'd you replace it with?
Oh, I rearranged things in my apartment. You know what I
Mm,
mean. I went. I built a new desk. You know what I mean.
mm,
I did
nice.
other meaningful things
You were
besides pack
productive.
a goddamn suitcase to put it in a, on a plane
Why don't
to
you just get the
travel.
suitcase? It sounds like the suitcase is the big issue. I mean, because it sounds like the airport, you pretty much got that
That's
under
right.
wraps.
That's
You
right.
sleep the whole flight. It sounds like the real issue is the suitcase. So
And I
why
usually
would
don't
just why would you just
usually
get rid
don't
of the suitcase? You got money. Like just go get the
buy
stuff
shit.
when you're there. Give it to somebody before you leave. Go home.
That's what I used to do. I used to just buy shit there. I'd be like, never mind. I'll just as soon as I land, I'll just go shopping real quick. Like that's why I have so much random shit now. It's just like, oh man, where? Oh yeah, I picked that up there.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I just feel I brought that up because I just be seeing people talking about traveling. Like people are wondering where I'm at. You should be asking yourself where you. I'm like, shut up. You're 45. You supposed to been been to goddamn Hawaii.
Right.
You live in California. You
That's how you know people ain't did nothing. When they depending on what people brag on, that lets you know what they ain't used to.
they ain't used to. Yeah, that's
Yeah, when
facts.
people show you, look, I'm drinking a drink by the water. Like, okay. You know how many freaking restaurants about some water?
Well,
You
yeah,
just found one?
yeah. But I
Like,
be trying not to hate too, bro. Like I be trying not to hate because I'm like, who am I? Who am I to everybody live different things. If that's a
that's
goal
true.
of yours and you finally got to that goal, that's cool. Just shut up. You not the first one to do it. There's people way younger than you that's doing it right now. You
Right now.
went you went to Hawaii and you're like, oh look at me. I was like, there's a 7-year-old who lives in Hawaii. You think he gives a shit about him